This video covers the very important procedure of putting Fisher and Paykel washers into diagnostic mode. Diagnostic mode offers the first and most reliable method of determining problems with these machines, and should always be checked, if possible, before attempting any washer repair. A service summary is provided behind the control panel of every model. All diagnostics are entered with the machine plugged in, but with the unit turned off. To place the intuitive washer into diagnostics, press and hold the Lifestyles button and then the Power button. Press the Lifestyles button once more and the warning status will appear in the display. Possible user errors will be displayed here. Press the Options Down button once and fault status will appear in the display. The last fault code, if any, will be displayed here. Press the Options Down button again for machine status. Here the state of the diverter and machine size will be shown. To test the cold water valve, press the How Dirty Down button. The water will only stay on while depressing the button. Press up on the How Dirty button for the hot water valve. Press the Home button to energize the diverter valve. In the machine status window, it will read Heating next to diverter. After about 30 or 40 seconds, press the Fabric Care button to engage the pump. The washer should be recirculating the water as shown. Press the Home button again to de-energize the diverter valve. In the machine status window, it will read Cooling next to the diverter. After 2 to 3 minutes, the valve will cool and the water will be pumped out. Press Fabric Care again to turn off the pump. Press Power to exit. To enter diagnostics on the EcoSmart washer, press and hold Wash Temp Down and then Power. The low water level light will be illuminated. Next, press the Spin Speed Up 3 times. The low, hold, and slow lights will be illuminated, and the last fault, if any, will be displayed in the wash progress lights. This is a binary code display, read from right to left, beginning with the spin light as shown here. Add the values of the lights to determine the fault code. Press Wash Temp Up for the hot water valve, and Wash Temp Down for the cold. You can now energize the diverter by pressing the Delicate button. Wait 30 to 40 seconds and turn the pump on by pressing the Regular button. The water should recirculate as shown. Press Delicate again to de-energize the diverter. After about 2 or 3 minutes, the water will begin to pump out. Press Regular again for off. Press and hold the High Efficiency button and Power on the LED model. Press Spin Speed Up 3 times for the last fault. As on the EcoSmart, the fault will be displayed across the top from right to left, beginning with the High Efficiency button. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128. Test the hot water valve by pressing the Regular button. Press it again to close the valve. Heavy opens the cold water valve. While the cold water valve is still open, press Delicate to test the detergent dispenser valve. The Sheets button will open the bleach dispenser valve. Press again to close. Bulky turns the pump on in drain mode. Press again for off. Easy Iron causes the pump to recirculate. Press Bulky again to drain out water and Power to exit. Press and hold Select and then High Efficiency to enter diagnostics. The diagnostic menu will appear in the screen. Press Select to choose Service mode. The warning status and fault status will appear in the display. Press the right scroll button for machine status. Here you can scroll between the various components using the left and right scroll buttons. Highlight the component you wish to check and then press Select to engage. To test the detergent or bleach dispenser, the hot or cold water valve must be open. Scroll to Pump and press Select once for drain mode. The number decreasing here means the pressure transducer is working. Press Select again to put the pump in recirculation mode. Select again to turn off and power to exit. Before replacing a dead board, it is important to check a few components, as they may be the cause. The components that should be checked and their respective values are included with the paperwork that came with the new board. The wash motor should read about 32 ohms at room temperature between any two phases. The water valve should read about 64 ohms, plus or minus 10% at room temperature. The diverter should read between 0.7K and 2.5K ohms. Resistance goes down as temperature goes up. A 120 volt pump should read right at 7 ohms. Even if pump readings are good, the pump should be inspected for any signs of leaking, as this will change the resistance. The thermistor should read about 10,000 ohms at room temperature. The lid lock should read 65 ohms plus or minus 5 ohms at room temperature. The address for returning the old board is also included with the new board. Be sure to verify that you have the correct board before installing. Disconnect the power and carefully remove all the wires as shown. The unshielded ground wire has a locking spade. Use a small screwdriver to unclip the board. Install the new board, inserting the two rear tabs as shown. Reattach the wires to their labeled positions. Cut a small portion off the pressure tube to ensure a snug fit on the new board. Reconnect the display board and the power. You will have a fault code 9 whenever you replace a board. This means the board must be resized for the US machine. Sizing instructions for 4 different models are included with the new board. On the EcoSmart, press and hold the water temp up button and then power button. 3 lights will be illuminated: cold, low, and hold. Press the spin button up to resize. The 2 other lights will go out. Press power to lock the size. If the customer complains of excessive vibration, be sure the washer is not sitting on the plastic corner pieces, but that the feet are turned down, as shown. Check that the rubber feet are properly installed. Clean if necessary. And of course, make sure the washer is level. With draining issues, be sure the hose does not extend more than an inch or two past the end of the hose guide, as shown. And the inner basket should move freely up and down.